The top focus at the moment, U.S. President Donald Trump is touting a deal that he says could end the war with Iran. The accord offers President Trump an opportunity to exit a conflict that has proven consistently unpopular with the American public. But it also exposes him to criticism within his own party, skepticism from allies, and questions over whether the deal will hold. Both Democrats and Republicans are pressuring the White House to release more details about the agreement.
But we have a deal that's a fair deal. It's a good deal. We are not investing any money in Iran, by the way. That rumor got out there yesterday. It was ridiculous. We have the right to go in someday and do, if I want to do something, or if somebody wants to do something, but we are not investing any money. We have no obligation to invest any money in Iran.
Now, hours after Trump announced the deal, some Iran hawks within the Republican Party and members of his MAGA base attacked the agreement, describing it as a tactical catastrophe. Conservative commentator Eric Erickson wrote on X, quote, "Trump has surrendered to Iran," unquote. Former Trump ally and current critic Marjorie Taylor Greene also blasted the president, especially over a reported provision that includes a $300 billion reconstruction fund for Iran. Now, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham, a Trump ally who advocated for the war, said in a post on X that he was somewhat concerned that Iran's description of the preliminary agreement differed from that of the White House. Vice President J.D. Vance has also pushed back against the criticism. He has also downplayed the possibility of Iran immediately receiving access to its frozen assets, saying those funds would only be released if Tehran meets specific benchmarks related to its nuclear program.
And I'd caution Lindsey Graham and anybody else not to believe the hardliner propaganda in Iran, but to believe what's actually in the agreement. But we'll be releasing the text this week, and what everybody will see is that Iran doesn't get a dime of money unless they perform their obligations. And the money that we're talking about is fundamentally sanctions relief. We're not giving them American money. Not a single dollar of American money will go to Iran.
Many Republican lawmakers joined their Democratic counterparts in demanding more information about the deal. They have also called for a congressional vote. Democrats are seeing greater congressional scrutiny, with many questioning what was actually gained from the conflict.
The American people need to know exactly what's in the deal. Trump must brief Congress and the public on the details of his understanding with Iran immediately and end this war once and for all. Instead, Americans still have more questions than answers. Will our troops remain in harm's way? How does Trump plan to achieve any of the stated goals of his reckless war?
The Trump administration is hoping the announcement of the deal will help ease some of the political headwinds facing Republicans ahead of crucial midterm elections. According to a recent Reuters Ipsos poll, Trump's overall job approval rating rose by 1 percentage point to 36%, but still remained near the lowest levels of his political career. Some 24% of Americans approve of Trump's handling of the cost of living, up from 22% a week earlier and 20% a month ago. The 4-day poll collected responses both before and after Trump announced the agreement with Iran. Now, the war has driven up energy prices in the United States, contributing to higher living costs. Trump has argued that inflation will ease once the war ends. While gasoline prices are expected to fall, no immediate relief is anticipated. Voters are still likely to feel, or at least remember, that the economic pain as the midterms approach will still be maintained. We were earlier joined by Jennifer Irving, spokesperson for Republicans Overseas United Kingdom. Let's take a look at what she had to say.
One of the mistakes that I understand that Iran made is not to speak directly to President Trump. You'll know one of the good things about Trump is he will speak to anybody. He'll speak to, whether it's from the media, friendly media, hostile media. And he'll also, he's the first one to pick up the phone to President Putin. He famously went to North Korea. So I think those are all very good things about the president. I would love to see him have a more direct relationship with with the people in Iran who are in charge. And again, not an ideal situation, but we can't go back in time and change what's already happened. So let's try to get out of this as cleanly and as strongly as possible and move on to a place where we can have more peace in the Middle East.